I don't know what week we're on.
I believe we're on week 9.
All right.
Sounds right. Yeah, I think week 9. Yeah. All right. Well, cool. We are live then. Welcome everybody to the UNI Gold match versus the Hastings Broncos for I just said that UNI Gold for Overwatch here. As we're getting underway, it's 8 o'clock.
Tonight we have me, Joe. I'm casting, and so is Ryder.
Yep, that's me. Very excited to be here. Also getting a note from production that it's week 5. Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, we're getting underway here. I'm pretty excited for this. We just watched UNI Purple last week. They'd won over the what was it, University of Wisconsin something. Was it?
That sounds right.
Yeah, it was University of Wisconsin Eau Claire, I want to say, but that could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, we're here with the Hastings Broncos today, which I'm very excited for. This is the first time I've watched UNI Gold in a while. They have some pretty solid players, so I'm excited to get underway here and watch some friggin' Overwatch.
Me too. I'm interested to see if we see any picks like what's her name? Sombra?
Oh, right, yeah.
No, like last week with Purple Team, we didn't see any Sombra.
That's true. That's true. We have seen a little bit of Sombra usage here and there throughout UNI's 3 teams since the rework earlier this month, and it definitely made her a pretty volatile threat, I would say. Something that the teams kind of have to watch out for with how new she is. Her rework and everything. I don't really think these teams have exactly prepared for it yet, but I could be mistaken. We'll have to see.
Ryder, I gotta ask you, have you played Overwatch yet?
I will tell you. No, I have not. I know, it's bad. It's very bad. I have not really wanted to play Overwatch recently, but I do need to kind of familiarize myself. Honestly, I mean, the Halloween event's going right now. I should kind of hop back on and see what's popping there.
You gotta try the limited time game mode.
The Halloween mode.
Yeah, the Diablo crossover. It's kind of.
Oh, yeah, is it a thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about the Diablo bit, but
That's fair.
It kind of is. It makes me a little sad because it feels like, oh, this is what PvE could have been. Cause there's like power ups that you can get.
Heard about that a little bit.
But first game here, we're gonna be going to Lijiang Tower, but we're going to Market though.
Yeah, seems like the pretty standard starting map nowadays. I'm not sure if teams pick this or if it's just standard by NECC, but it seems like we've seen a lot of Lijiang first match. But as we're getting underway here on Market. Excited to see how this pans out. This really is gonna set the pace for the rest of the series here. Seeing how these teams come out, seeing what their play style is. As we see the team compositions come out, Reinhardt's on both sides. Which I feel like we're gonna be seeing a lot of rush from both teams, a lot of head-on clashes here.
We also see the sim on both sides, so we're probably gonna see the sim TP up into the window at the start.
I wouldn't be surprised. Love to see who gets on the point first, who takes it.
No, I'm gonna bet that UNI is able to get on the point first because they do have that Lucio pick to speed them out the door here.
That is true. That is a very good point. Let's get underway here. Let's see. Week 5, I believe, is underway. Let's see how it goes. Both teams coming out. Both using their sim TPs. UNI does get on the point first, giving them a big advantage as Hastings comes down and drops down on the point. That Reinhardt's pretty low for Hastings there. What is it? Saderion. Wait, is that how you pronounce that? Let me check real quick.
I think it's. I thought it was Salty Renee in the load screen, but I don't think it's that.
Sader and A. Okay, Sader and A. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Good to know.
Well, unfortunately, at the start there, XNL tried to charge in and stop that Bastion and Ryan from getting too set up on the point, but he and the Ryan charged into each other and were just stunned, and the Bastion just cut him down.
That is the risky run when you play a Ditto Reinhardt here. They can cancel each other out and definitely allow for either team to kind of focus that Ryan when they're down and they're stunned.
And we're gonna see Locarpus switch to Bastion here and kind of counter their Bastion. He takes out their Bastion real quick. He's gonna be shredding this Reinhardt, aiming at that Sim as well.
There's one down for Hastings. Let's see if UNI's able to capitalize on this push.
That's 2 down.
No kill for Locarpus. Taking out the cap clone.
Oh, we're gonna see Hastings use their shatter.
Quick pick as we see another pick from Locarpus taking out Saltarine or Saturine. I'm gonna say that name wrong this entire series. This XNL also takes out Ghost Beans. Moonlit also taking out Siju? Yes, that is how you say that, Siju. Allowing UNI to get the point here at 52% for Hastings.
I'll keep watch here.
I think we're just gonna call their Hastings Ryan Satyr.
That's fair, yeah. That'll make it a little easier. You see Hastings start to get their push in here, pushing through mid, although we do see the Bastion come from the left side. Potentially getting a flank kill.
We see Moonlit looking for the boop off the edge here. Is he gonna get it? He does! He gets the boop on the Bastion. Meanwhile, XNL is gonna get the fatty shatty with God's Jedi, giving him a real good window at the same time. That was a great ult combo with XNL and God's Jedi there.
That was insane. It's also worth noting there, Hastings did nano their Reinhardt there.
Oh, they did?
Managed to kind of cut through.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Unfortunately got shattered by XNL.
It looks like Hastings is going to learn their lesson trying to push the outside versus Moonlit's Lucio. And they're just going to go through this main doorway as their Bastion ults, trying to get the Rhine onto point. He's way in point, but his team's not there. He's just going to get cut down while his team's showing up.
You see a few picks coming out. XNL and Moonlit taking out Ghost Beans and Cap Clone respectively. Carpus gets a 2-piece on Ash and Siju right when they're trying to escape. Another team kill for UNI as we go into kind of final fight territory here. That was a very good ult from Locarpus.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty hard ult to get multiple picks with, definitely. It seems like it's mostly for kind of targeting one person. But hitting it right in that choke definitely
yes,
helps.
Especially without like a tank ult to combo it with.
Yeah.
Oh, XNL just blocks the... XNL just totally blocks Satyr's Rhine Shatter there as his Kiriko ults too, but it's not enough. They're still going to lose the fight. First round's going to UNI.
Yeah, very solid defense. UNI is really showing up this game, I'll be honest. That was some insane plays from XNL, I would say. Between that that 3-piece as well as the block and the shatter there at the end of the round, he's really showing up. He's definitely warm. I'd say that.
Yeah, Reed on the Reinhardt XNL really kind of diffed the other Rhine there. That's all I gotta say.
As we also do see Satyr switch over to the Ramatra.
Ooh, that's a good pick. He's a really good counter to Reinhardt. So we'll see what XNL does if he stays the Rhine, if he switches it up.
We'll have to see. It's also worth noting, I do feel like Ramatra is probably a bit of a better pick on this point specifically. It's a lot more close quarters indoorsy as we are getting here on Observatory, I believe is what it's called. Something like that. Yeah,
it's either like observatory or tower or something.
Yeah. You do see UNI pushing into the white room.
Yeah, they are going to get
Hastings pushing on the point.
lead.
Interesting to see.
I bet you XNL is going to swap because he's got to deal with that Bastion and that Ramatra now.
I wouldn't be surprised here. See if UNI's going to be able to take point here as they do push on. Hastings is trying their darndest here. See who gets the first pick. Siju gets the first pick on S-Jet. A big pick for Hastings. Locarpus responding by taking out Satyr, another big pick. This time for the side of UNI. CG taking out Moonlit. XNL responding by taking out Cap Clone. I believe it's 3-3 as XNL does take out Ash. Hastings is down a player as UNI is going to take the point here.
That's a good take by UNI. All they have to do is hold up a little bit, but it might be kind of risky just with this Bastion. Although they did switch off of Ramatra to go back to the Rhine Ditto. I like that. But the Bastion is just so annoying when you're a Reinhardt.
That's very true. I do feel like XNL is having a bit of a tough time, but he's managing. Let's see if he's going to be able to hold on here for this round. And if UNI does hang on, they'll be able to take this first game. See what happens. XNL's taking a bit of damage up in the front here. Let's try to throw him that
a shatter and the window. Another great. Oh man.
Whoa.
That's going to be a lot of ults used by UNI.
The Death Blossom and Coalescence. 4 ults coming out in one fight. That was a bit much for the side of UNI. I'm not sure if the comms were full on there. See on who is going to let what fly, but it ended up working out there. To see if UNI is gonna be able to hang on with just their Sojourn coming up.
Yeah,
Satyrs
gonna have
plays there. That was some
yeah.
insane
Satyrs gonna have his Shatter up, and he's gonna have the Trans up. So we'll see. All of the ults on Hastings are gonna be ready here.
Yeah, all the ults. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of.
Oh, but XNL's just getting in his face, forcing out the Trans Siege. Oh, and he's gonna go down.
Does manage to find the pick on Cap Clone right before passing away there. Although UNI losing their tank could be a bit of a death sentence here. We'll have to see if UNI manages to pull this out. Wilcox does take out Satyr, as we do see the Sojourn ult come out from S-Jet.
S-Jet taking out the what's his name, Bap, really quick like that. I like that. And Moonlit getting a double kill.
Nice. CG and Ash, there you go. I think UNI might be able to hang on here. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to hang on for these last 10 seconds.
Oh, Satyr going for the Shatter on UNI, and it's not able to land.
Fortunate, but yeah, it's kind of the things you have to do when you get near the end here. Got to make some desperate times call for desperate measures. The UNI is going to take this second round and take the first game of the series here on Lijiang.
UNI gold on that second map there, just an absolute commanding lead. I think this is on Market when he gets the 2-piece with his ult.
Let's see.
Yes, it is. Oh wait, no, it isn't. This is
XNL.
Oh yeah, it is. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it in the hand wave. It's a bit cheeky there, but I appreciate it. I love that. But yeah, UNI definitely showed up there, and I mean, I was talking about it a little bit. That first game definitely sets the pace for the series here, and UNI definitely came out with a commanding presence here in that first game. It's definitely something Hastings is going to have to reciprocate. Especially XNL on that Rhine. That was definitely a problem here for Hastings, and I'm interested to see if that's going to be as big of a problem as we launch into hybrid here. We'll have to see. I do feel like Rhine kind of thrives a bit more on control maps, but I feel like XNL could probably make it work. We'll have to see here.
Honestly, I feel like it depends on the hybrid map.
That's true. That is very true. Like we've seen a lot of King's Row, and that definitely is something that Ryan
yeah, for sure.
We'll have to see. Yeah. All right. Looks like might be getting underway here pretty soon.
I would like to see King's Row. We'll see though.
I'd be surprised. I do feel like we do see a lot of that on these NECC matches. Theme kind of seems to be Lijiang, King's Row, and then what was it, Saravasa?
Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna see UNI ban a map here, which means what? Hastings picks it after?
Yeah. Winning team bans, and then losing team picks the next map.
How would you feel if Overwatch added like some sort of hero ban system for each game?
Hero ban system?
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would be interesting. I definitely feel like it would make it like pre-games, like going in a lot more, I guess, tactical. What's the word? Intricate,
sure.
I guess.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Watching like film for other teams, seeing what characters they play, but like on the other side of the coin, you also have like, limiting people what they can play. I mean, I'd be down for it. That'd be kind of fun. Definitely feel like it would spice up the game a little bit.
Okay, so we're gonna see Blizzard World as UNI bans out Nimbani, I think.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, and then so.
No attacker defense here, yeah.
Okay.
To see what UNI goes with. Honestly, I'm alright with Blizzard Worlds. It's one of my more favorite hybrid maps. Fun to see some of that. I feel like we haven't really seen a lot of that this season. We'll have to see if UNI is going to be able to show up.
While they're deciding, what we've forgotten to talk about?
Oh, I know what we've forgotten to talk about, yeah.
Merch.
Yeah. Dang right.
Would you like to do the honors, or would you like me?
Yeah, I can do it. Well, for anybody watching, thank you so much for coming out. And if you'd like to support us even more, go look down in the description. You'll find a little silly little button on there that says merchandise. If you go ahead and click it, it'll bring you to the UNI, what is it? The Panther Esports, excuse me, website that has all sorts of cool pieces of clothing for you. You can get hats and pants and all that good stuff. You can get jerseys. And you can customize the jerseys, put your name on them, and I think you can put like rank and stuff for Overwatch. If you want to support Panther Esports, definitely that would be the place to do it. We appreciate you coming out and doing these streams, but if you want to do it even more, that's the place to go. So definitely go check it out. It makes a great gift. Halloween is in like, what, how many days? 5 days? I mean, get someone a Halloween gift. Why not? Halloween's an awesome holiday anyway. You're sick. You can go as a Panther Esports player for Halloween. Yeah, definitely go check it out. We appreciate it so much. And yeah, as we get underway here with the second match on Blizzard World, baby, let's go.
I love this map. It's a good map.
I'm a fan. It is. I do like it as a hybrid map. It's pretty cool. It's up there with King's Row. Very pretty looking map.
Yeah, it is.
See our production going around here.
There's a lot of spots in this area production's going around on that fights can break. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You alright?
I got water down the wrong pipe there. Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
There's a lot of spots that weird fighting can break out and makes this kind of the middle of the map hard to push through. We'll see.
Interesting. It does have that kind of that payload like mentality, I guess is the word. What's the word? Where the second checkpoint is just kind of like a weird thing, like on Circuit Royale. It's just that like uphill climb. On that one, on this map, it's just like a circle. But it does definitely make for very interesting fight compositions, like where people start out with and the actual fight itself breaks out. I'm interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, me too. So we're going to see both tanks go Sigma here, and we are going to see S-Jet pick up the Sombra for this round to see how that goes. Low Carpus on the Sojourn, and we see Moonlight on Ana, and God's Jedi on...
The Life Weaver.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, we are going to see the Hanzo and Junkrat pick for the DPS on Hastings, and I think the Junkrat... I think they're both strong picks for this attack. I think the Hanzo is a great pick here because... The walk back for UNI. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Hanzo just headshots Low Carpus just like that, so he's going to have to take his time walking back. This is a long walk back to this point, and he's going to switch from Sojourn, Low Carpus, to Mei here. I think it's a good swap.
I think so. I'm interested to see how UNI is going to deal with this Hanzo Junkrat conversation there. As you see XNL go down from Siju.
Yeah, he got bursted like crazy.
Yeah, that's a bit tough. I'm interested to see how this goes because both of those damage picks are definitely very solid picks for this map. The Hanzo for all like the long sight lines, and the Junkrat for taking down that Sigma shield for XNL, as we also see CG take down God's Jedi there. S-Jet responding by taking out Ash. So I'm interested to see how he manages.
Hastings is just gonna get the cap here, and they're gonna start pushing the payload right away.
Yeah, that was kind of a quick push in there for Hastings. Definitely we're cutting through the defense side. I feel like XNL going down was definitely a problem. And honestly, good on Hastings for kind of recognizing that XNL is the person they got to target. He's been kind of cooking this series so far. See how XNL responds with that as we do see this shit. Nearly getting the kill on Ash there, I believe.
Yeah, barely, like, what, like 10, 30 health maybe, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. We do see Satyr take out Low Carpus. Big pick for Hastings. UNI is going to be forced to retreat here. You see XNL getting a little low. Hastings kind of having free reign over this part of the map here, getting to push as far as they can up here. As Ghost Beans takes out S-Jet. I do feel like this is a map that Hastings has definitely practiced quite a bit. they're kind of rolling here. UNI responds. Low Carpus does take out Ash there, as we do see the Sigma ult come out from, I believe, XNL. Doesn't manage to find anybody quite yet. As well as the Mei ult coming out from UNI. Transcendence coming out from Hastings in response. The XNL does manage to take out Captain, as well as Low Carpus taking out Satyr. A big pick for UNI as Hastings' tank goes down.
Hastings' tank is hanging on to his Gravitic Flux on Sigma. So that's probably gonna be blown pretty quick here. If he doesn't blow it, XNL's gonna have his ult up ready again. He can build that up pretty fast. We'll see what goes on. I'm betting Kiriko's just gonna ult straight out the gate here on Hastings'
Yeah, I'll be
side.
surprised if you see that. Hastings definitely does have the ult advantage going into this next fight, with UNI only having that life leader tree. And while it definitely could negate a good chunk of these ults.
It could, but I don't know if it will. It's not the strongest.
Yeah. Hastings does have Sigma, nearly Junkrat, and Soldier ult all up. Hope to see how it plays out as Capcom does take out S-Jet. It's going to be a big pick for Hastings as one of UNI's main damage makers goes down.
That was a really good wall.
Good wall from Low Carpus there. He does take out God's Jedi. One of UNI's supports goes down. Low Carpus does manage to take out Ash for Hastings there.
But S-Jet's having, or not S-Jet, XNL's gonna having to look at two places at once. It's Sigma here, and he's gotta back up and give space, unfortunately.
I'm kind of playing on his toes here, as we do see S-Jet back on that Bastion, although he does go down right when he gets back here. He's taken out by Siju. As Hastings, I believe, rolled into that third checkpoint here, as we're on the back half of this map. He's gonna have to recuperate here. They're starting to get those ults up, as S-Jet does have their ult. XNL nearly has their ult, and Low Carpus at 85%. Hastings has still been holding on.
They have been. I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. Okay, so Hastings is going to use their Kiriko ult right away. And XNL is going to use his Sigma ult. He's going to take out Hastings. Oh, what's her name? Kiriko. May's going to take out the Cap clone. Everybody on Hastings is dead. That's a team kill.
There you go. Low Carpus getting that 3-piece. At the end there. He's kind of cooking. That was definitely a stop that UNI desperately needed here. Especially right here, because this is a very good choke to hold. It's a bit of a quick spawn for Hastings, but
I think that was really good by UNI, but I think Hastings has so many ults that they can work with, like this Sigma ult they just used, and the Junkrat tire. We'll see if the Junkrat tire finds anybody. It is able to find XNL, unfortunately.
Big pick for Hastings, taking out the UNI's tank there. Although, I believe it's, who should have died for Hastings there? Was it Soldier? I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it was S-Jet starts cooking here.
S-Jet.
It's Satyr and Capcom. Moonlit also taking out Ghost Beams with that Coalescence. S-Jet looking for the Soldier kill, and Ash manages to find it. As Hastings is down for the count here.
S-Jet saved the point for his team right there. Good job.
Yeah, good on S-Jet for managing to apply that pressure and get 2 picks there. Or 3 picks, actually. Ooh, big wall from UNI as Satyr is going to be separated from their team. Doesn't quite manage to get that pick there. Picks have come out yet. CG does take out S-Jet. We see the tree come out from the side of UNI, as well as the Transcendence from the side of Hastings. A lot of healing going out here. This could just lead to a bit of a spam fest for the foreseeable future here.
Bet you we're going to see...
Throws out that ult, takes out Cap clone.
That was a really good May ult.
Ghost Beams. That was very odd, yeah. It was indeed a very good May ult. I think that might have been able to save that fight. Let's see if Satyr does go down here.
Yeah, I was starting to say I bet we're going to see a Kiriko ult, but I had to take the words and stop saying them because of that May ult closer.
Just countered that. Yeah, that was a very solid ult from Low Carpus, managing to throw it right on that choke and kind of stop Hastings' advances there, as it was a bit of a back and forth, but UNI did manage to recuperate it. The Kiriko ult. A lot of ults flying here. S-Jet managed to take out 2 again. Taking out Ghost Fiends and Cap Clone. Ash takes out Low Carpus, but S-Jet responds by taking out Ash. S-Jet is kind of cooking on this this back half of the map here.
Yeah, he is.
That Bastion. Really putting in the work.
And this Ash on... it's so confusing. Their name's Ash, and they're playing Soldier. Yeah, they keep getting really good Soldier ults, and but UNI keep shutting it down. Like Low Carpus with the May walls is doing really good work with that.
You have great positioning. That Low Carpus wall is just a little too hot to handle.
Satyr used his Sigma ult, but
ooh, I think he got rocked out of it. No, wait, did he get rocked out?
Something canceled that. I don't know what it was.
Excellent, does manage to take out Satyr with the rock.
I like that.
Capmon and Ghost Beams going down from XNL, who uses their Gravitic Flux. They're also taking out Siju. And potentially Ash here.
XNL killing everyone on Hastings.
Cooking there near the end. Just getting that 3-piece. XNL is definitely showing up this series. Especially on this back half. As we do see Satyr switch over to Zarya.
Oh.
Interesting choice here as there's 10 seconds left in this round.
Nice work by UNI there.
Very solid, very solid.
Yeah, Low Carpus heard that the Junkrat was behind them and they turned and called out the tire for the team. Really great work.
Insane. As and XNL are cooking here. Just leaving Satyr as Moonlit cleans up Satyr there. I think that's a team kill for UNI as UNI gets that hold on this first round. Dang. Yeah, honestly, UNI was kind of getting a little rolled there near the beginning, but they showed up as soon as that third checkpoint hit, and they held their hearts out. Very, very good defense from UNI. All right, as we get underway with round 2 here, UNI on the attack.
Yeah, so thankfully UNI doesn't have to push all the way to that last checkpoint. However, they do still have to push pretty far past some pretty difficult chokes here. So we'll see how the start of the game turns out for them. You know, maybe they'll go with, like, I was about to say Widow or a Hanzo, some kind of sniper character to try to get a pick on Hastings, because that walk back really does screw him over. I think it was SJet who got picked at the start, or it was either SJet or Low Carpus who died first, and then XNL went down. Having that be a 4v5 and then a 3v5 is just so hard on this map.
Yeah, definitely. Agree with you there.
We're gonna see UNI work together here and spin the chandelier and spawn.
Chandelier, baby. Let's go. As we also, I was gonna say, oh yeah, okay. As SJet does come out on the Widowmaker here. Speaking of which, although we do see Ash on the Hanzo for Hastings, it's gonna be a bit of a sniper battle here. Excited to see how this turns out. See who gets first pick.
They were Hanzo at the start of the last game, and they were able to get, or round, they were able to get that pick.
So
I don't know though. UNI is through the gates, through that first choke here.
That is a big choke to be able to get through so easily, as we see guys really pull SJet up there. Some good teamwork from the side of UNI. Low Carpus does manage to take out Ash for that first pick, although Satyr responds by taking out Low Carpus and Capcom taking out XNL. A big pick for Hastings with UNI's tank going down there. Leaving just God's Jedi and Moonlit to fend for themselves. SJet and God's Jedi both go down from Satyr and CG respectively.
We're going to see XNL switch off of the D.Va and go back to the Sigma here.
I think that's a good pick.
I agree.
XNL does have a pretty solid Sigma. And I mean, if Satyr's playing the Sigma, there's really no need to play anything too dive heavy. Especially with them also Ash switching off of the Hanzo to Soldier there. It's pretty close quarters combat. You see UNI starting to push in, going through that gate pretty unfazed here. See if they're going to be able to get onto the point. XNL is trapped there.
Because XNL did switch to Sigma late, he's going to have his ult a little bit later too, as this shot takes out Ash.
51% versus the 81% there. He does enough damage to get that up. As you see a few ults flying, the Coalescence and the Kitsune Rush on both sides from UNI and Hastings respectively. SJet does take out Siju. Moonlit responds also taking out Cap Clone.
That was a pretty good Moira ult by Moonlit.
You see UNI starting to kind of clean up here. Satyr does take out Moonlit. SJet responds by taking out Satyr, leaving just Ash to fend for Hastings. The Carpus does manage to take out Ash, leaving UNI to capture the point here. Let's see if they're going to be able to get it all the way off. Looks like they are going to. Yeah, there you go. A lot of ults flew there.
We'll see. UNI does have to respect this Zenyatta pick by Hastings. This Siju person has been able to get several picks on UNI with the volleys. You know, that burst, if he gets a couple headshots and then like the rest body shots or even all headshots, there's no healer that can out heal that. That is just insane burst.
That's true, yeah. It's definitely something that UNI is going to have to be on the lookout for, those cheeky Zenyatta auto picks. As we do see Exxon take out Capclone, Panther taking out S-Jet. It's going to be a 4v4 as we go into the second checkpoint here. Hastings playing that corner as they should.
XNL making plenty of room for his team here. He's going to have this gravitic flux up, and I'm interested to see if he's going to use it straight away, or he's just going to sit on it for a minute. Ooh.
Flying. Hastings managed to use that visor, but S-Jet responds by putting up that photon barriers. They're coming back from spawn here.
That was a pretty good wall.
Very solid. It's another one for the list of the soldier ults that have been countered by UNI.
Ooh, XNL getting 3 people on Hastings with his ult, but unfortunately Siju's going to counter it with the Transcendence.
So they're 2 ults down, for 1 for each side.
We'll see if Locarpus pops mail here. There it is.
Oh, UNI's kind of cleaning house here, taking out Satyr and Ash, as well as Capclone. Leaving just Siju and Ghost Greens, who both go down, letting UNI get this 3rd checkpoint. Very good team comms there, I would imagine. Not exactly going to throw out that blizzard.
It's do or die for Hastings right now, because this is a best of 3 series, right?
Yeah.
So first 1 to 2 wins, and if UNI is able to get past this,
Alright, best of, I think it's first to 3.
First to 3 or
best of 5, excuse me.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
yeah.
So if UNI is able to get to this checkpoint here, they are going to be able to win. They only have to push the payload forward 10 more meters or so.
Good sucks coming out from Hastings. Doesn't manage to find anybody. As we do see the Katsina Rush also from Hastings. The
so many ults.
UNI. Ty coming out from Hastings. A lot of ults falling from Hastings as we get 2 picks. It's a bit of a tough position here. Quite far away from his team as he does go down by Satyr. We're just gonna have to retreat here as we do see S-Jet backing up. I should throw a few turrets in before get all the way back. I respect it. I knew it was gonna be. Doesn't quite get all the way there, but it's gonna be.
Hastings definitely used Tyre there. Did they use Sigma ult and Kiriko ult too?
Yeah. I think they did it right. Beginning of the fight. So they did have 3 ults.
Hastings is gonna have to blow the Transcendence. Try to live. XNL's going for the grab. Nice. Okay, so XNL used his gravitic flux there, but he waited and floated in midair while this Transcendence was going down, so that when he used it, Hastings' team wouldn't be getting healed. So he waited out the trans while floating. Really good call by XNL there. A little bit.
Looks like it works out.
Yeah, I think that was
push in here
because there's nothing that they had to stop him except for the rock on the other Sigma, and all he had to do was dodge that rock. So well played by XNL there, clutching out the round. Go Cats. That's going to be 2-0 for Cats so far in this series.
So it's match point. We move on to, I believe, either flashpoint or push. I've seen both so far this season, so we'll have to see what we go to. I've seen a lot of flashpoint lately as we see this Locarpus play the game. That 3-piece, yeah. That was a very solid move from XML. Honestly, UNI is definitely showing up. There has been, at least everybody on this team has gotten a pretty insane play so far this series, and we're only on the 2nd game.
That's very, very, very true.
UNI definitely setting the pace for this series. Definitely warming up as we go into the match point here. See if Hastings is going to be able to respond. All right. As we do see some bit of a team composition shake-up with Moonlit getting replaced by Quartz Mage for the side of UNI. I don't believe I've seen any of Quartz Mage's gameplay yet this season, so I'm interested to see how this pans out. That'll be fun.
Same.
Yeah. And speaking of things, seeing how things will pan out here, let's see what map we're gonna go with here. As we also do see a team shakeup from Hastings. Capclone moving over to tank, and Satyr moving to damage. Okay, so not quite a shakeup, just a little bit of a move around here. Interesting to see.
So do they do whatchamacallit? That mode I don't like. You know what I'm talking about.
Flashpoint.
Yeah, they do a Flashpoint now.
They've been discussing a little bit here. We'll see what they pick. I think how it works, I think that's the reason we've seen like Flashpoint and Push around 3 is they can ban one of them.
Okay.
Either Flashpoint or Push. And I think UNI said that they're fine with either. So they're deciding not to ban one of them. And we'll see where that puts Hastings. So we might go into Saravasa, yeah? Potentially. Okay, yeah. So it looks like we're going to be going to Saravasa for game 3 here. Match point for UNI. To get underway.
Boring. I'm sorry. This mode gets to me. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think it's a great mode. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I think it's a good mode because it does really benefit teamwork and communication and coordination and whatnot.
I do feel like I have started to kind of grow on me since watching more of this kind of like these games over the past few weeks, because it definitely, I mean, it's like you said, it definitely rewards team play and communications, communication. So it's been a lot more fun to watch than to play, I'll be honest. But it definitely has grown on me since it first introduced. So I mean, I'll take it. You're getting underway here. 15 seconds to start. I'm interested to see what Quartz Mage is going to open up on here, as I don't know anything about their gameplay style or anything.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the Cap clone for Hastings. He switched up the tank,
yeah,
as you mentioned with Satyr. I'm interested to see what they start as. Oh, so they're just going to go straight to the Orisa. All right.
Okay, I'm done with that. We also see Satyr play the Junkrat, and then for the side of UNI having Quartz Mage on the Lucio, which that's probably why they switched them in, to be honest, because Lucio definitely thrives on Flashpoint. So we'll have to see if they're able to utilize that speed boost to get between the points. As we also see XNL coming out on the Junker Queen, something we haven't seen yet this series. But something that's a very solid pick for Flashpoint.
Yeah, as we've casted for all these games this season, has either any of the teams, so not just Gold Team, has anyone picked New Junk City?
I feel like way back at the beginning somebody did, because I feel like that was the game that they had to like reset.
Oh, you're right. I think you're right. Yeah.
So it like technically didn't count, so there's no like records of it. But
XNL is just gonna get melted by the Orisa Bastion here. I wouldn't be surprised if he swaps. I'll see if he forces the Junk Queen pick though. I think he is gonna force it.
I can respect it. I do feel like that was a bit tough, because I think he got caught in a Junkrat trap right when it opened there. Kind of get a little melted, so we'll see if he plays a little more careful, a little more, what's the word? Oh, I can't think of the word.
Reserve?
Aware. Yeah, something like that. A little farther back, not quite as gung-ho, I suppose.
He found the junk trap, as you were saying.
There you go. Way to learn from mistakes. Love that. Okay, so no picks quite yet, as Hastings goes get up to the 50% here.
Ooh, there goes Bastion.
Ash.
There goes Junkrat. There's no DPS for Hastings.
Just their tank and support. UNI's definitely gonna have to target those supports, as we do see.
Man, SJet is just clearing house.
Gosh, dang. It's not taking out Siju, and SJet taking out the Orisa. Yeah, SJet was cooking there. My goodness. And 4 out of those 5 picks.
And I'm happy to see the Junker Queen pick work. Orisa's definitely not the most fun to play as and against, like 2 Orisas just standing there shooting at each other, so.
That's true.
I'm glad XNL is able to find a way to make it work here.
These things starting to come back in, as ults are starting to come into the fight. We have a few ults up.
See Satyr use that junk ult as soon as he gets it. And Quartz Mage is going to use the Lucio ult to counter it, but that tire is still rolling around. I guess it's not. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, it's from Siju. No ult picks yet. God's Jedi does take out Cat Clone, a big pick for UNI. From God's Jedi, very props to him there. As Locarpus does take out Satyr. I believe Hastings kind of in a tizzy here, as they're going to be forced to retreat. Locarpus does take out Ash. As Hastings is backing out there, and I think that means this first flashpoint's going to go to UNI unless Hastings can run in really quick and touch. I don't think
there's
they're
no
gonna be able
way.
to. Oh, XNL does take out Siju as they're still retreating there.
So UNI have both of their DPS do have their ulti to use, and so does XNL. That Junker Queen ult can be pretty big here, so I think he's going to be sitting on it until we see Hastings group up a little bit more.
I'd be surprised if we see it counter the Kitsune rush from Hastings.
Oh, that would be smart. He's got to wait until Kiriko uses her cleanse, though.
That's true.
If he uses it before Kiriko uses her cleanse, it's completely nullified.
That is a pretty hard counter. As we go underway in this second flashback. There's the Kitsune rush, as we do see the response from Junker Queen. A lot of ults flying. Look, Carter's game managed to get 3 picks with their Death Blossom. See if
he makes it out!
My goodness, whoa. That is pretty insane maneuverability. Also, what is happening right now?
Was it purple for you?
Yeah.
Huh, that was weird. I'm interested to see if that appears on stream. I don't know what that was.
That was weird. Yeah, I'm getting like, my Discord's getting a little pixelated here, but it looks like it's fixed now.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, no, props to Locarpus. That was a big Death Blossom there. In 3 picks. Unfortunately, UNI isn't able to push, or isn't able to capture point here, but they are pushing on. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, Discord's being weird right now.
Yeah, it is. I feel like I'm having.
Yeah. What's happening? It's weird. Okay, it's being a little pixelated. We'll try our best here to commentate, but while that was going on, Hastings did get up to 80%. UNI's gonna have to push on here if they're gonna want to be able to touch. They do have both their support ults. They definitely push with those. We do see the Junkrat ult come out.
Ooh, the 3-man tire. That's gonna be really rough.
That might be second flashpoint going to Hastings as they're starting to kind of pace themselves here.
Jump off!
God's Jedi goes out on his own terms. I respect it. Yeah, props to Seder. That was a big tire there. Big response for that Death Blossom from earlier.
That tire saved the point for him, for sure.
Yeah. As we are 1-1 going into this flashpoint.
Ooh, Quartz Mage with the rollouts. I like this.
Some stellar Lucio gameplay. Love to see that. Yeah, also XNL switching over to the Zarya to respond with the Orisa. That's definitely a pretty big Orisa counter pick. So we'll have to see how Capclone responds. I'm going to face that Zarya. That could be a bit of a toughie for them. Overwatch does get on the point first. Hastings having that high ground. God's Jedi does take out Capclone. Seder responds by taking out Locarpus. SJ gets 2 picks on Ash and Seder.
That BAP window with Bastion just shreds.
It's a bit much, yeah. Let's just take it out Siju and XNL cleaning up Ghost Fiends, getting a team kill for UNI. That window is the window of Bastion combo is pretty crazy. If you time it right and put it in the right spot, it can easily just sweep. We kind of saw a bit of that there with S-Chat. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, the Zarya jump there. You see, oh, what is that? Look, Harper's kind of getting the corner there. Does manage to get out. You do see Hastings getting stuck in that corner. S-Jet does manage to find the pick on Seder. S-Jet is a monster this series. You know, Capclone as well. Quartz Mage also getting a pick on Ash, getting it on the action there. As Hastings is going to retreat, leaving UNI at 85% and potentially another flashpoint grab here unless Hastings can touch, but I don't think they're going to be able to. I don't think they have enough time. Looks like they're getting ready for next flashpoint as UNI does get the second point, giving them a match point on this game. I mean, yeah, S-Jet is popping off, I'll be honest.
Yeah, you know, like he's gotten some crazy 2-mans, 3-mans this series that have just been just winning the points for their team. So good on S-Jet for that.
Yeah. All with that Bastion pick too, I respect him.
XNL going down to the Orisa during switching points here. And Quartz Mage also going down.
Ooh, S-Jet does go down from Ash. God's Jedi does respond by taking out Seder. The Ghost Means also takes out God's Jedi in the process. I think that's going to be a point take here for Hastings. It's going to be kind of a toughie. They're going to get a good chunk of percent before UNI is going to be able to recuperate. And with Hastings having all 5 of their ults here, they might be able to hold on. Have to see how UNI responds. So they do have almost 4 ults. I feel like we're going to see a lot of ults fly here pretty soon. Oh, speaking of which.
Oop. God's Jedi using the map window there. And the Bastion ult, not ult, but the turret mode. Not able to find any picks this time. Looks like Hastings wisened up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Learning from mistakes. Oh, we do see a lot of fly.
XNL got a fat grab there, but oh man, and the May ult. Okay, so XNL got an insane grab on Hastings' team there, but Hastings' Lifeweaver put his tree and saved his team. During that, Junkrat used his ult. I don't think it found any picks, but the May, Locarpus, they used their May ult and it hit like all of Hastings because they were just grouped because of the grab.
The grab, yeah. That was some good team coordination from UNI there. Although I do believe they did use all 4 of the ults they were hanging on to there, leaving just that Bastion ult from S-Jet. We have seen him kind of cook on it so far this series, so he might be able to hold the point here, as we do see Hastings having that Kiriko Risa ult. That's a pretty deadly combo. I wouldn't be surprised if they use it to push on the point here and take it. As we do see the Kitsune Rush come out from Hastings, that Orisa ult also coming out right there.
Ooh, God's Jedi living with 16 health. Holy.
Barely hanging on. No picks quite yet. A few ults have flown, but we haven't seen any picks quite yet. As the screen's getting pixelated again, I can't see right there. Satyr does take out Locarpus and S-Jet. S-Jet taking out Ash right before they go down. A lot of picks. We're going to see if UNI is going to be able to hang on. If they hang on here, they can get this. This is a game if they're able to hang on. God's Jedi in a kind of a tough spot as we do see them go down from Siju. I think that's going to be a point take for Hastings at the 96% mark for UNI. That's kind of tough.
That is tough. I think UNI might be able to get a retake here, though. They do have the Lucio.
That's true. It's going to be a pretty tooth and nail game. I feel like no ults quite yet. Although from the May ult for Hastings.
So, looks like XNL was calling for his team to get high ground as he runs in onto point and gets the grab, but Lifeweaver saves the grab target. So we see what's going to happen here is May's freezing Orisa down, doing her best to get some damage. No one's dead yet.
Hastings.
Yeah.
UNI gets it here as we do see the Blizzard come up from Hastings, taking out God's Jedi. Potentially Quartz Mage is managing to hang on with Locarpus. See if they're able to hang on fully all the way as Locarpus does have their Blizzard.
There he goes. I was about to say, pop the Blizzard, pop the Blizzard. There we go.
You see Quartz Mage take out Ghost Beans. As well as Satyr taking out Quartz Mage in response. S-Jet does manage to take out Capcom. It's going to be a big pick for UNI as Hastings' tank goes down there.
They got to take out this Lifeweaver.
Ooh! CG does take out S-Jet.
Shoot the Lifeweaver!
This is do or die. This is an insane final fight here. As we're still in overtime. It's just Satyr on point.
Oh my god,
finally. CG going down from XNL. Locarpus managed to take out Satyr as UNI is recapturing the point.
I think this is gonna be game and series. It is.
Yep,
okay,
it is.
so Hastings Lifeweaver there, Siju was going crazy at the end. I need to point that out. He flower pedaled out of the May ult and was able to keep the Orisa ult. He was able to keep the Orisa alive until his Bastion showed up, and then until his May showed up, and then he kept the May alive, and that's why that went on so long.
Holy. Yeah, Hastings was just like scrambling there near the end, trying to hang on, and they did for a long time. Props to Hastings for managing to draw that out. I mean, it was definitely do or die. They had to hold on, and they did their darndest, but it wasn't quite enough as UNI does manage to take that final game and the series on Saravasa. Well, that was a pretty intense final fight.
Yeah, it was.
That's a lot of fun. That's the fun kind of game. That's what you love to say. But yeah, so that's the end of the series here. UNI taking it in a 3-0 as we can get underway with an interview here. Honestly, I kind of want to interview S-Jet. I mean, if they're down.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right,
I mean, I'm not S-Jet, but I would like to interview them.
I'm down with that because I believe we interviewed XNL last time. I think? Question mark? Can't remember who we did last time.
I have no idea who we did last time.
It has been a few weeks since we've casted for gold, so I'll ask. We'll get Ask Jen in here. All right. So, see if they're down. I guess in the meantime, we could talk about the merch again.
I'll do it this time.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so if those of you at home are watching and you want to support us, by the likes of buying merch, you can scroll down and click the merch link. It'll bring you to esportsgear.com/collection/university-northern university, whatever. I'm not gonna say it. You can click it. We've got jerseys, we got shirts. I think the jerseys are cool because you can customize them, put your own name on them, gamer tag, what have you. There's also like hats and sweatpants and stickers and stuff. So if you guys want to support us, go ahead and do it like that. We would love it if you did. But if you don't want to, that's cool too. We're happy you came and hung out with us. And yeah.
All right, so I do have confirmation we are going to get SJet here in a moment. I'll move to, okay. There we go.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, SJet, congratulations. That's a big win for you guys.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you popped off tonight.
I was doing all right. I had a couple
Oh, what a
things
humble
I
guy.
think I can fix on, but
Yeah, we were kind of gassing you up during the series, but we're gonna ask you a few questions here.
all right.
So I will open up here, and I was gonna say some very stellar Bastion gameplay today. I was gonna ask you a little bit about kind of like, I don't know, what's your play style with Bastion? Like what's your like kind of history? Why Bastion? I guess.
I don't know. I'm not one to be like it's Overwatch right now is very different for me. So I come from Call of Duty. I play a lot of Call of Duty. So
Okay,
I'm used to a controller. So like playing
Mm.
mouse and keyboard is a little bit tougher for me, and I'm still kind of adjusting. So like I kind of like pick the hit scan characters, and like they switch their tanks. And I noticed when they're switching their tanks, I was looking at them and I was like, okay, well, like they love to play Orisa, so like I expected them to come out on the Orisa, and then I was like, okay, well, I gotta make a change here throughout the game, so I just started. To me, Bastion's my counter to an Orisa or a Zarya, so.
That's fair. That's fair. But
Yeah. I was just wondering, how do you guys coordinate like some of those Bastion ults? Is that you just going, I'm gonna Bastion ult, or are they saying Bastion ult? Do you know what I mean?
It's more of I just kind of pick and choose kind of where I'm at. If I see them all grouped up, that's kind of when I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna throw in my ult now, guys, or like maybe like a build towards an ult, or like with Zarya's black hole she has, or the blizzard, or Sigma's ult, like I like to counter it with that, so I'll counter it with that sometimes. But if they're grouped up like that, I like to take advantage of it, especially if I know that like their Zen doesn't have their ult, or their Kiriko doesn't have her Suzu. So it's just, I guess it's just more of like in the moment of like where they're positioned, and stuff.
Sure.
That's fair. Okay, well, also kind of build off that a little bit. We've commentated a little bit for Overwatch Purple, and they've mentioned a little bit about their communication style, and they're having their quarterback be like Skip. We've heard from a few people. So I was gonna ask for the gold team, kind of how's your communication style? Who's generally the one like calling the shots? How's everything work?
Honestly,
in VC there, son.
Honestly, it's almost all of us. I mean, we kind of all coordinate together. I mean, I guess it really depends. I think that we all kind of take our turns. I don't think we're all kind of like just the laid back and like, okay, let's just have someone pick it out. We all kind of like coordinated together and be like, okay, this is what we know. They just use this, and this, and like we'll just trade it off every now and then. Like tonight, I feel like our comms were like way up there, typically more than usual. Like we came into this game and we were like, it's been like 3 weeks since we've had a game or anything. So we were trying to get the energy going, and we played a little bit before and definitely set the energy throughout the matches.
Nice.
Yeah. It definitely seemed like from the first match, you guys like came in guns a blazing, like ready to kick some butt. So it was great to see that.
Set the pace there. All right. Well, Joe, you got anything else?
I guess because you mentioned you're kind of more drawn to the hit scan characters because of Call of Duty. Is that So I guess what is your favorite character to play then?
Ooh, honestly, I love Widow just because like I love snipers in the game,
Yeah,
but
nice.
it's kind of
My
iffy.
guy.
Like I think right there, I think Bastion. I could kind of set it a little bit. I really like Bastion. I play him a lot.
Mhm.
Sojourn's there. I just like I need to work on like using her railgun and being able to use her ult more efficiently. I feel like my aim's just a little bit off on that, which is why I like typically switch off Sojourn and go to like a soldier or a Bastion, or at least another hit stand character, because like I just if I'm not in the moment and I don't like and I'm not feeling myself with that ult, I'm like I gotta just go
Well,
in. And,
don't sell yourself short on that Lee
Yeah.
Jung point. You came in clutch with the Sojourn ult, so
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's true, that's true.
definitely don't forget about that. You are able to pull it off, so don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
But that's all I had for questions.
I had to go one more. We were kind of talking about it there just a second ago, but I mean, you did mention switching over from Call of Duty, moving over to controller to mouse and keyboard. So I was just gonna ask if you want to talk a little bit about that. How's that been? Because that's something I've kind of had to
It's
deal with.
been
in the last few
really
years, so
it's been rough.
it's a bit
I will be honest.
yeah.
With that. It has been
It's-
really rough. But like I mean, I'm semi used to like mouse and keyboard. I used to play
Right,
like
right.
MMORPG games quite a bit.
Okay, yeah.
So like I have a
Sure.
little experience with mouse and keyboard. I played Rainbow Six Siege for a little bit too,
Mhm.
with my buddies. But like I wasn't like the best player. Like to me, I'm just a Call of Duty player. I love Call of Duty. When like there was no Call of Duty team, I was like a little disappointed. But I saw that they
Okay,
were
yeah.
just waiting for the game to come out. But I was like, you know, in the meantime. I can do Overwatch. I can give it a try, and it's been a good experience. It's definitely rough because I'm stuck in silver and ranked, and it really sucks for me because I honestly feel like I'm such a better player than that, and a lot of my player teammates say that too. So like, just trying to keep the motivation to play and like keep going with it with like the ranked play. I just gotta like get out of the ranked play mindset of like, okay, I'm in this rank. I suck. No, I'm doing pretty good, and I think the transition's going okay. I definitely need to like practice a bit more still, but
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm definitely liking it.
I said I didn't have any more questions, but I actually have one more question. So I do want to take a sec and say, Chad's saying this, and I couldn't agree more with Chad. We couldn't tell that you were new to mouse and keyboard. Like you look,
Honestly, yeah.
you're looking pretty good. So give yourself some credit for that. But so I know from my own experience, just like I've been playing Overwatch for a really long time, but I do remember at the start and at periods of time where I've not played Overwatch for a very long time, and I've only played COD in the meantime. Coming from a game like COD, which is really like individual focused, and
Yeah.
then coming to a game like Overwatch, what do you think is the hardest part of that transition?
I'll say this, and I'll base it off of like this last year's Call of Duty or last couple of years of Call of Duty. So I didn't start like playing competitively on like Call of Duty until like the last 2 years. But like my main play, so I was a sub player, so I loved like running straight into the point. I loved
Yeah.
getting into those gunfights. I loved making huge
That's
plays
fair.
for my teams. So like mine right now is like even throughout the game and our comms, I was saying I push too much. I got too far, or like I get too greedy because like Call of Duty, I get a couple shots on somebody, I'm flying at that person. I'm making sure I'm getting that kill. In this game, you really cannot fly, or else you're gonna get punished for it, depending on like what you're going after. Like, I think the only like confident part in doing that was on that oh, what map was it? Blizzard World, where I Symmetra ulted, and then I was 1v1ing the Zen. Like that play right there, I was confident in because like I could just straight behind the walls and I'd be fine. But like, yeah, it definitely is just not pushing too much, and it's definitely getting better. But yeah, I still have my moments.
Nice.
Yeah, the team play in Overwatch is really important, and it's
Yeah.
something that is difficult to always
Yeah.
remember is that you're not alone, and by extension, who you are shooting at is also not alone.
Yeah.
So
That is,
I don't know.
Yeah, that is a big difference between COD and Overwatch. It's definitely a learning curve to it, but I think you're picking up pretty quick, my guy. So
Thank you.
I'll tell the questions
how
I
long
got.
have you been playing Overwatch?
This is like probably the most consistent I played, honestly. I
Oh,
don't
yeah?
have like I don't think I have like maybe over 200 hours on the game. So
Mm,
Oh man.
I did play when Overwatch 1 was out, but then
okay, yeah.
when Kiriko dropped, that really interested me because I saw like her little video of like her going in and her little clip of her backstory a little bit, and that intrigued me a little bit. So I picked up the game, and I dropped it for a little bit longer after that, and so this is probably the most consistent that I played it in a long time.
Nice, nice. Well, there you go. Well, I don't really have any other questions. If you got anything, Joe?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in for the interview. Appreciate having you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course. Big win tonight, and
Yeah.
good luck next week. You guys play Buena Vista. Okay. Yeah. So good luck.
Okay, thank
and
you.
Go Cats. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thanks for the interview, thanks for the games, and thanks everybody for coming out and watching tonight. I think if you guys are interested in watching some more Panther Esports streams, I think on Saturday we're going to be streaming some Rocket League. I won't be casting, but some other people will, and it's going to be a lot of Rocket League all day, so come check that out.
Sure.
Show your support. Throw some Go Cats in the chat, and yeah, that's all I got.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming out. Hope you have a wonderful night, and Go Cats. See ya. Thank you.